How to handle stress and anxiety. Laugh more than you cry. Nothing is all good and nothing is all bad. Always look for the funny. Hello everyone, my name is Nicole. I'm your relationship coach and motivational speaker. If you are new to my channel or if you're a subscriber, welcome, happy to have you. So I wanted to make this video and give you the blueprint, because if you've seen any of my videos, this video will make more sense to you. If you're new to my channel, maybe look through some of the videos so this video will make more sense. But I have been dealing with Children's Service Court, unfortunately, for the last 12 years. And this year, July of 2025, it will officially be done. So I'll go back to court. They'll give me my paperwork. It's the finale. My son will be 18. And I've had the pleasure of being an empty nester for a little over a year now. So I want to give you the blueprint. So children's service job is to be there for the child. Now, we know they want to be in my business anyway, and my mom gives them the opportunity to be in my business. But it's important to always be in control of your emotions, right? So when I went to individual therapy, that was for me to do the inner work, self-healing, and deal with childhood wounds, childhood trauma, etc., right? And I've been in individual therapy for like 12 years, right? And then family therapy, me and my son. Anger management, corporate America, right? Because you got to leave your problems at the door and go to work and perform. So you always have to be in control of your emotions because you don't want to explode, right? Because love don't pay your bills, money do. So I'm making this video and I'm volunteering this information. And so one of the things I want to tell you is that nothing is all good and nothing is all bad. And here's why. Because children's service job is to help the child. You just start handing them bills. You give them the rent, $2,100. Don't be late, because it's going to go from 21 to 24 real quick. Because when you have children, you're paying for the school zone, right? And then with that school zone, the places you live are going to look a little different. Because now you're going to have amenities and clubhouses and gyms and all this fun stuff, right? And if you're really lucky, you might even get a tennis court, right? Like, whatever that looks like. And so you just start handing them bills, you know, internet bill, grocery bill, gas bill, light bill, security bill, water bill, sewage bill. You just start giving them all these bills, right? And so, because it's always important to know your rights. That's extremely important. I want to volunteer information. And so they're not going to pay all the bills, but because they are there to help the child, if you hand them 5 bills, they will at least pay 1 out of 5. So every time my mom would, like, you know, call children's service, I would just give them another bill, right? And they got so frustrated with paying bills and my mom that actually in 2016, they said, well, we'll keep the case open for a year. If we don't find anything for a year, we will, you know, close the case and press charges on her if she does this again. Because at first, you know, the devil likes to throw his rock and hide his hand. So originally, my mom was calling children's services and she would smile in my face. Smile in my face and act like she wasn't doing anything. And she got so frustrated because whatever's done in the dark will come to the light. She got so frustrated with them keep on closing the case because she started this March of 2014 and here it is May of 2025. She got so frustrated that she started showing up to the children's service stuff, right? And you know, I want to volunteer information and give you the blueprint, because we always hear these situations encouraging women, you know, to be all natural and this and that, and do what makes you happy, right? But when your kids are concerned, you are dealing with strangers. These people, they don't know me, right? And they are judging, right? And America is not what you know. America is what you can prove. So they're looking at stuff that you wouldn't even expect them to look at, because my mom told so many lies, like, they're drug testing me. Of course, that's coming back negative. Like, they're testing me for alcohol. Like, that's coming back negative, right? Like, just all these random unnecessary things, right? Because I'm messy. So I would do it just to prove a point, just so they could have that documented, right? Because America's not what you know, it's what you can prove. Just like if you've seen any of my other videos, my son, I got the DNA test when my son was 2 weeks old. I already knew who the dad was. He knew he was the dad. But I needed that piece of paper, right? So, my mom got tired. She felt like they wasn't doing anything. So then she starts showing up. Now here it is. Children's services, they look at everything. Look at stuff you don't pay attention to, like your teeth. They look at your gums. They look at the whiteness of your eyes. They look at your skin. Like, they're looking for stuff, right? My mom told all these lies, like, oh, she's neglecting her son and all these things, right? I'm gonna give you the blueprint. So when they come to your house and they're being nosy and they're looking in your house, it's different levels of having a clean home, right? So, like, you can actually, like, depending on the material of your couches, you can actually wash your couch cushions. I know I wash my couch cushions and, like, vacuum my couch cushions, but it just, it just depends on the material, right? Or go over Lysol wipe, whatever that looks like for you. And if a person, like, constantly, like, keeps a clean home, there's a different smell to it. It's gonna hit different, right? And then so she lied and said, oh, she's neglecting her son and all these things. But when they would come in the house, because America's not what you know, America's what you can prove, they would see an air fryer, a deep fryer, they would see the pan that goes underneath the rack in the oven to catch spills. So it's like, oh, like, this woman's been in here cooking. They would see a crock pot, all of these things, a George Foreman, like, they would just see all of this stuff, right? They would see, like, different seasonings, right? Because they're looking in every single cabinet. Like, this is crazy, right? And that's the blueprint. So my mom is a hoarder. She's trying to get full custody of my son, right? So of course they didn't give it to her, because you got to prove your case, and she couldn't prove it. But they go to her house and it's not looking the same, right? So I want to volunteer this information. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. You can only control yourself. You have no control over anyone else. And if you stay ready, you will be frustrated because you are human. But you won't stay frustrated because you are dealing with strangers. And America is never based on right or wrong. It's based on what you can prove. My name is Nicole. I'm your relationship coaching and motivational speaker. I hope and pray that this message has been a blessing to you. Jesus Christ loves you. He only wants the best for you. God bless you. Bye-bye.